In today's video, I wanted to test a old myth that if you don't have a neck pickup, in other words, if you remove this humbucker from the neck position of a guitar, it sustains longer. This is a story I've heard 1,000 times. I'm sure a lot of you have too, where guitar players either removed the neck pickup or had guitars made without the neck pickup and to give it more sustain. The theory being that because the neck pickup, of course, is a magnet, as the string spins, the magnet is pulling the string downward and slowing it down, and therefore it doesn't spin longer, or the string doesn't resonate as long. So what I did today is I set up the guitar so that I have a Seymour Duncan JB in the bridge. I'm using a Thornbucker in the neck because that's a good medium output pickup. I figure that's fair since most neck pickups on guitars are going to be like a PAF style pickup. I've adjusted the height on both these pickups to the factory specifications, but we will be doing a test where I raise the neck pickup higher to see if it getting closer to the string changes it. I also made a module that has no pickup in it and is weighted the same weight as the module with the neck pickup so that the guitar doesn't see anything different in its weight. So what we're going to do is first a reaction. I want to see what I notice if I play it. Now today I'm running the guitar right into a Marshall JMP 2061, which is a hand-wired 20-watt Marshall amp. It is very loud. You can maybe hear the light hissing in the background because it's cranked up, because that's what we're trying to simulate, right? Hitting that sustain, letting it resonate the guitar, see what happens. And I'm just going to be reacting to it, and then we'll analyze what the computer saw on the recording. So let's start, and I'm going to start with hitting the A string, but I also want to point out that I have a line right here in the center of these two pickups, and I'm going to be hitting the string on the string and the chord I'm going to hit on the same spot on this line. I'm going to try to do it with the same force. Again, you know, you could put this in a lab and go crazy, but to me, it should be evident. I should be able to tell a difference when doing this, and if we can't tell without really scrutinizing every little minute detail, I don't know if it's worth to do it. So let's see. Let's see what the impressions are first. Okay, first let's start with the string. Here we go. Okay, so it lasted a long time. It felt like a long time, but really, let's be honest, after the initial plume of the note, it really died off pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and try that same note without a neck pickup. This would be if I ordered the guitar without a neck pickup. Same spot, try to use the same force, same holding pick position, everything, try to keep it as consistent. Here we go. They both felt pretty similar in how it felt, but I kind of feel like when removing the neck pickup, when I hit the note, I feel like the note kind of plumed out. The only word I can think of is plume, right? It plumed out bigger. Does that make sense? Like the note felt a little wider berth, so to speak, just came out at you. But it was subtle. And I can't actually tell you for sure that happened, but that's the impression I got, was that note. Decay-wise, I feel like this actually decayed a little faster. I feel like it was like a bigger splash. Actually, best way to put it was less compressed. So I feel like the note was a little bigger and then immediately died off a little quicker, and maybe then at the end hung around a little longer. So I mean, it sounded different to me. Now a quick note is, I went into this open-minded, but my guess was that the neck pickup was going to have no effect. That was my original guess, so we'll see what happens. But more importantly, I want to point out that I did these tests 10 times each to see, just see what the variables are, since the picking hand can't, be so precise every time. But what I want to tell you is everything I'm going to show you going forward, and already showed you, is consistent with all 10 of those tests. Let's do it again. We'll start. Now again, keep in mind, every time we're doing this, we're just using the bridge pickup. We're just using the neck pickup as, like I said, if it's interfering with its field. Now let's do the chord. That was an A note. Let's do the A chord, see what happens. And same thing, we'll try hit the same spot, same kind of energy. Let's go. That didn't feel like it died off quickly. Kind of hung out a long time. I feel like the chord lasted longer than the note, but who knows? Let's go ahead. Now let's do the same chord without a neck pickup. Same spot, try to use the same force. Here we go. Very interesting. Here's what I can tell you. Perceivably, I guess I hear a difference. I feel like the not having the neck pickup in both cases, I feel like when I hit the strings, you know what I mean? It just felt a little bit more like a lot more energy came out of nowhere. But when I say a lot more, I mean 10% more energy came out of nowhere. I don't think I could ever pick that out if we weren't isolating it and doing it so close like we are now. So I don't know if it's not so much I think this is a myth. I just don't know if you're not one of these super amazing guitar heroes with these amazing ears that we know that some of them do have. They can hear things that are really impressive because that's what happens when you hone your craft. One of the things you hone is your ear for your craft. I don't know if my ear hears a big enough difference to where I'm like, yes, remove the neck pickup of this guitar immediately. I don't notice. What I want to do though is I want to change amps and go to the Fender amp. I have a Fender 65 Deluxe. I want to mic that up, same thing, load that up and do it clean to see how much of that changes once the amp's not, just encompassing me with loud volume. I'm going to have that amp pretty loud, but not nearly as loud as this amp right now. So let me switch amps real quick. What I did is I hooked up the Fender 65 Deluxe. We're on clean. I'm going to use the same pick, same position, and hit the string and see how long they sustain with and without this neck pickup. Here we go. So quite interesting. Okay, let's try the no neck pickup. Here we go. So I kind of feel like, again, it was about the same. Maybe it's just the original plume effect, but other than that, I don't really hear a big difference. Let's do a chord. I'll start with this no neck pickup first, and then we'll swap back. Here we go. Okay. And now what happens when you have a neck pickup? Here we go. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna switch back to the Marshall one more time. I'm gonna raise the neck pickup as high as I can without it physically obstructing the strings to see if that changes things, and then play a little bit and see what that does. Okay. All right, let's try it again. We're just gonna do the chord first. So raising the neck pickup above the recommended height obviously had a negative effect to the sustain. This time, this sustained for 27.9 seconds. That's 3.3 seconds less sustain, or the note hung around less than when we did it originally with the pickup a little lower. Now, keep in mind, I did multiple tests on this, and I took the averages and also looked at some of the outliers, but everything was staying really consistent. Now let's go with no chord. Or, sorry, no pickup. Okay, here we go. So again, it seems pretty consistent that every time I remove the neck pickup, the sustain on the guitar went up either a small amount or, in this case, a larger amount because we had raised the neck pickup. So this time it was 34.5 seconds, which was 6.6 seconds longer. The note hung around. That's a pretty long time, 6 seconds, especially if you were playing. And like I said, these are still minor things, but overall, no matter how many tests I did, every time I removed the neck pickup, the sustain of the guitar went up. Even a small amount, but it went up every time. Very consistent. Okay, I might be crazy, but what I think I still hear is, without the neck pickup, it is sustaining longer in the idea that the note isn't dying off soon. But it's still not, like, it's not singing. It's just you know, as it decays, the decay is a smaller drop off. Let's play for a second. I want to play, again, with the neck pickup. And again, I'm on the bridge, but I have the neck pickup in position. Here we go. I hear it. It's just subtle. No, it does. It does absolutely. Having the neck pickup does change it's not the sustain. I mean, it is because it's how long the note, but it's actually how much the note pops out. It's like the other pickups must be dampening. Dampening is what I would say. So obviously that's probably why people are describing it as sustain, more sustain without the neck pickup. I'm going to say that yes, with the neck pickup, it feels dampened a little bit on the first attack. What did I get from this? I mean, again, this isn't a huge scientific test. what do I get from this? That yes, there's their credibility to removing the neck pickup would give you more sustain or help not dampen the tone of the guitar, the notes, and the attack. I think there's some validity to that. I think that basically, you know, if you get a one pickup guitar, you might get a little bit more punch, a little bit more sustain. But based on what I'm playing here and this experiment I'm doing today, it's very a minor amount, and I don't even know if it would matter. I would rather have the neck pickup for all the variety of tones it could give me versus that little bit of loss of what could be perceived as sustain. Again, I haven't looked at the actual stuff to see what the times are. Another thing to consider is this video seems to really demonstrate the importance of setting your pickup heights. Something I've always thought was really important, but man, really seeing how that raising the neck pickup choked off the notes really was a telling thing. There's also variances too. Some people are going to say that obviously if the pickup's removed, there's a solid piece of wood there. There's all kinds of factors that can be involved. And again, this doesn't prove anything. It was just a fun experiment to try. And I had fun. So like I said, let me know your thoughts. Which one you thought sustained better? Did you hear a difference at all? Did you think this was all a silly thing back in the day in the first place? Or do you think it has credibility and this really kind of confirmed that for you? So again, either way, I'm always curious to see your thoughts. Put those down in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, you can always subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Give it a like if you enjoyed the video. And as always, I want to thank you so much for your time. Till the next time, know your gear.